Hi, this is Ashley. We are going to talk about holding tenants responsible for property damage and holding them responsible for the lease agreement that they signed. Tenants always try to get away with playing dumb, saying they don't understand what they got into, and hopefully that's never the case. These tenants should be reading their lease agreement before they move in. However, if you do get some bad tenants in there that try to take advantage of you and state that they either don't understand or they are trying to get a little bit more out of you than you are responsible for, you do have some courses of action. We always suggest sending lease violations. What's worked for us is one warning violation stating, hey, here's the item that needs to be corrected. You have this amount of time to get it done. Typically, we use 48 to 72 hours for those tenants to get things corrected. After that first warning, we usually will send them a second violation with a fine, and if they're still not taking care of the property, you do always have the option to an official 3-day notice to either correct the issue or move out of the property. Based on my experience, it's pretty difficult to evict tenants on something like this. It's easier to evict tenants on non-payment of rent. However, you can always work with your tenants to correct the issues. If they move out of your property and you go in to do your move-out inspection and the property is completely trashed, they've punched holes in your drywall, they've poured bleach all over your carpet, you do always have the option of deducting those items from the tenant's deposit. There are certain guidelines on the lifespan of carpet, paint, flooring. Those types of things are dictated by the state law on how much you can charge back depending on the age, because they do have a set lifespan. However, for items like damage to blinds, damage to the walls, you are fully within your rights to charge those back to the tenants as long as they were not existing conditions. We do always suggest giving your tenants a move-in checklist where they the current condition of the property before they move in, so that you have that to check against when they move out. And we suggest collecting that from the tenants within 2 to 3 days of them moving in, so that they can't add things in later after they've already damaged the property. Make sure you document the condition of your property really well before someone moves in, so that there are no questions about who did what to the property, if it was an existing condition. We always suggest taking lots of photos as well as making a checklist of everything that's damaged. One particular example, we had a tenant that had lived in the property for 5 years. Upon move out, he tried to claim that there was a light fixture in the living room that was never installed and it was just a hole in the ceiling. We went back through our move-in photos and documentation, saw that the light was installed before he moved in, and we had to charge the cost of replacing the light fixture back to him. He understandably was not very happy about it, but we had to protect the investment of our owner and make sure that our owner was not being held responsible for something that the tenant was responsible for replacing, either monetarily or making arrangements himself to get it taken care of. If you have any questions about what you can charge back to your tenant or how to go about holding your tenant responsible for wear and tear to the property, please feel free to reach out to us. You can either call or email us, and we're happy to talk to you.